today we wanted to come on and tell you about this Brother Serger 1034D. I've actually had mine for 11 years. It's hard to believe that it's been that long, but I saw on Amazon that it said I purchased it back in December of 2014. And so here I am to tell you about it, to tell you what I love about it, and hopefully answer some questions that you have about it to help you with your buying decisions. So let's get started. So actually, before we start with the questions, I did want to say that when I bought this, I was a fairly new sewer. I had started sewing clothes for my daughter, and I just knew that I wanted that nice seam look for my clothing, but I was scared to death when I received this. And I think most people are pretty scared when they get it, but I just wanted to tell you that it is not scary, that it's very user-friendly, this model. I really love that about it. The only thing I do suggest is you tape the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 at the top. There's plenty of videos here to tell you how to do the threading, so I'm not going to go over that today, but I do keep stickers on the top so that I can remember which one goes first. That's a great thing to have when you first start. Of course, as you use it more, you kind of get used to that, but because I use it so sporadically, I have kind of gotten away from sewing for a while, and so then when I go back to it, it's like, oh, which one do I use first? But I just did want to encourage you that it is a fantastic machine. You will love what it can do for you, and not to be afraid of taking the dive and getting yourself one to use. So let's answer those questions. Hey there, we just wanted to pop in for 1 second and mention that if you are enjoying this review and you are interested in purchasing it or something similar to it, we'd love for you to use our affiliate link located in the description box. Might be down here, might be over here or wherever YouTube has it today. But we'd love for you to use that link. It won't cost you anything extra, but it definitely helps our YouTube channel and our business. So thanks so much. Back to the review. Okay, the first question I'm going to answer is one that I had myself when I first started out. I was very confused as to, do I use regular spools or do I need to use a different spool on this? So you can definitely use regular spools on this, but it is way more economical to get the bigger spools of thread to use with the serger. You might be wondering, do I need a serger? So if you're like me and you're sewing clothes and you're using pinking shears or a zigzag stitch to finish your edges, then you might need a serger. So the serger is going to give you a more professional look. As you can see here, it will just finish up those edges nicely, and it will also make your garment last longer, in my opinion, because it gives that nice edge and it keeps your material from fraying. The serger, I really feel like, is a step up and a really great investment if you are sewing clothing, and helps create nicer edges for you. You might be curious what makes this a great serger for beginners. So they do have a color-coded threading. Like I said, I'm not going to go over the details of that, but it is so helpful to thread your machine using those colors. Like I said, if you know which one to go first, you basically just follow the colors and you're able to thread easily. So I love that you can also use your standard needles with this machine. You don't have to buy anything special. Like I said, with the thread, you could use your normal thread. So I like that you can use your normal thread if you get in a pinch, or if you just, that's what you want to use, that's fine. Like I said, I think the cones are much more economical, but you do have the option to use either of those, which I think is a great feature for beginners. I love that the cutting blade can be disengaged. So if you're practicing, it's a great way to practice and not worry about your material getting ruined. So that's a great beginner feature as well. I also love that you can use a variety of fabrics with this. So I used cotton and I use jersey knit. So there are a variety of different materials, and that's what we're going to answer next, is what materials can you sew on this machine. So it can do some heavy materials like multiple layers of denim or upholstery fabric, things like that. And then of course it can do regular material like cottons, linen, knit fabrics, terry, and mid-weight cottons. Just as important, it can do delicate materials, lightweight fabrics like poplin, gauzy and sheer material, and thin fabrics. As a matter of fact, my daughter was just in a play and she had this like shimmery material that somebody had cut before, and I just knew that it was going to start raveling as soon as we washed it, and I needed to wash it. So I went ahead and serged the edge, and it did beautifully in the wash. So I love that it can be used for those heavier fabrics, but also for the light fabrics as well. Some people are curious if it comes with a carrying case. So it does not come with a like hard cover like some sewing machines do. It does come with a soft cover that you can slide over it just to keep dust and things like that out of it. I don't recall where mine is, so I can't show you that. I just leave mine set on a sewing table that I have so that it's ready to go. It does weigh about 13.5 pounds, so it is quite heavy as far as moving it around a lot. I think the best thing is just to keep it in one spot so that when you're ready to go, it's ready to go. But it does not come with like a hard carrying case like a sewing machine would, but it does come with like a soft cover just to protect it when you're not using it. Does it have adjustable stitch length? So yes, it actually has adjustable stitch length as well as width. So that's great for whatever project you're working with. You can adjust those things to make it perfect for the garment or whatever you might be making. So overall, like I said, I have had this for 11 years and I have loved it. Of course, there's times that I run into a little bit of a problem, but I've never been able to not solve it. I've been able to just jump on a YouTube video or just kind of figure it out myself. Typically, all I have to do is just rethread it and it will fix whatever problem I'm having. But that's kind of few and far between. I love this machine and I can't imagine sewing clothes without it, honestly. It's so much faster than a regular sewing machine as far as finishing your edges. It does such a beautiful job and it makes them hold up so much better than those other techniques of using the pinking shears or doing the zigzag stitch. So I really love it for that as well. So I say if you're thinking about it, jump in and go for it, and happy shopping.